Yes, yes. It's that time of the week. It's Friday. Y'all know how we doing on Friday and what we do on Friday.
We come nice with it.
Yes. Let's listen to a little bit of this little Willie bars. I'm having tongue twisting now. Let's go.
I'm starting to hold my own. 24 bottles, I'm in my zone. Starting to feel like rappers is clones. Get your girlfriend, she's attached, I'm on the road.
Shout out to
always
Tasha
calling my
Baker in the
phone.
building.
Just got a text from her, she's so alone. Put my feelings aside, I'm getting thrown. In the book, just reminiscing on feelings, it's getting old. History's in the making. I'm done with all of y'all faking. Basement. Shawty look like Rihanna. Into the groove, she switch it up to Madonna. Back then, I used it as a reminder, but I ain't sweating it like a sauna. Hardest flow on the record. Suckers want me on records. Living life is a blessing. Probably settle down when I meet a chick off the Essence. Not really my preference. Ray-Bans looking crisp, caught me a Lexus. Sometimes I see you putting the effort. You want me as your man, I'm like, give me a second.
Yes, yes. Once again, it is Friday. What's up, Shimmy?
What's up, baby?
Oh, man, I'm chilling. Shouts out to my brother-in-law in the building. Shouts out to Miss Amelia in the building. Shouts out to Tasha Baker in the building. Man, they are blessings to see. Shouts out to Miss Marissa in the building. You know, I'm going to stop using in the building. We're going to make up something new. Shouts out to Miss Christina in the building, said, hey, Crete Weedy.
On stage. On
the stage, all right. Or on the pod. On the pod. Yeah, we're going to go with on the pod. What you think? On the stage or on the pod? All right. What's up, Miss Amelia? Huh? Your internet just chopped up. Say that again, Shim. Say that again.
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say nothing.
Okay. Yeah, it looked like you were saying something. Hold on one second. Let me send this other one out. Hold on one second, y'all. I'll do it in this. Hold up. No. Let me get this out of the way right now. Yeah, man. Man, it's a blessing to see you guys. I have to say that because it really is. It really is. It's so much that happens during the week and during the days and everything. And, you know, sometimes, I mean, all of us don't know each other personally, but we know, you know, we family here. You know what I mean? So sometimes you need this place to release. You know what I'm saying? And this week, hold on, I'm just trying to send this one thing out, y'all. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Other than that, what's up, Shimmy? Can you hear me? Hold up. Oh, I'm bad. He dropped. Okay. All right. All right. Let's get this ball rolling. One second here. All right. Okay, y'all. Sorry for that hold up. Shout out to Yummy Gummy in the building. Hello, Yummy Gummy. She says, good evening, everyone. Like I said, it's a blessing to see everybody here. And hold on, let me get this right. All right. Once again, this is Conversations in Crete, relationship podcast with my brother Shimmy that was just on the line. Also, we may see Sweet Mama G pop up. We may see DJ XL and other new people joining the platform. We really appreciate the new subscribers that we get every week. We appreciate it, y'all, seriously. And this is a public platform for you guys, and we can release on here. But what I want y'all to do this week is really make sure y'all have thick skin, because I'm gonna have thick skin, right? Because we got some stuff to talk about, this week, right? And I want everybody to join in. But let's respect one another. We are really just trying to get a good delivery, a good delivery and a good understanding of each one's culture, each one's lifestyle. We don't have to be in everybody's lifestyle, not like that. You know what I'm saying? Tasha Baker said YouTube kind of acting a little bit. Okay, well, hopefully it simmers down. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Miss Leslie in the building. Thank you for coming through, Miss Leslie. Miss Marissa, good to see you. She said her daughter is 5 months today. Wow. Hey, that's a beautiful thing to celebrate. Every day when you have a child that young, definitely embrace and then just remember all these good memories, because they grow up fast. You know what I'm saying? In a minute, she's gonna be driving. So just make sure y'all you know what I'm saying? Make sure you spend that time with your baby and everything. And that's how it is. We got brother-in-law in the building. We got Tiff Trey in the building. Good to see everybody, man. All right. So here's my thing, right, Shimmy? And I know you're going to join in on this. I just know you are. Miss Tasha Baker said, amen. Respect everyone. Say it loud and proud. Yeah. Okay. So here's my thing. The topic today is this. Relationship huddle up. Have thick skin. It's no specific topic this week, but we're going to run through situations that's like topics. And I kind of screwed up. I do not know where I put any of my stuff, but that's all right. I'm going to find it here in a second. So now, I'm going to really have to find it. So Shimmy, let's start off with you. Where would your mental state be right now, 1 through 5, if we had to ask?
It'd be a 5, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just trying to find my freaking phone.
All right.
So,
yeah. So last Saturday, I had off, and I said, let me go on down here and see my dad, because I hadn't been down to his house. He had been telling me about it. He's got a house on the lake, and he know I loves water. So he said, son, when you gonna come down here and see me? I said, when I get a chance. I'm working all the time. So I said, okay. So I up and had that Saturday off. I said, let me shoot down here and holler at him. So I get down there, me, him, and his girlfriend of 30 years. His girl, 30 years. We're in the house talking, and we chopping it up. So all of a sudden, he gets a phone call. And he steps outside. And I'm like, oh, I know my dad ain't still moving like that. Now, he good looking. But I know he still ain't moving like that.
Right.
So he comes back in the house. He says, his neighbor just fell out his wheelchair. So I'm sitting there on the couch, at the house. And I'm thinking like, okay, well, Dad, you can go on down there and pick him up and put him back in the wheelchair and come back, and we can sleep up. Because the guy had fell out the wheelchair 2 nights before. So he's like, man, I just went and picked him up 4 o'clock in the morning, and now he not fell out again. So he said, son, come on, let's go. I said, oh, God. I didn't come down here for this. I didn't come down here to go pick up somebody who probably made a mess on themselves or house tore up or whatever. We went to his house, and my dad's house was on the lake. But his house is...
His house is
his
what?
house is got the docks, his house is the centerpiece of the lake, pretty much. He's got the best house on the lake. The guy that's in the wheelchair. So we pull up, and I'm like, man, he's got a huge yard. You can have a wedding in his yard. You can have a wedding in his yard. You can have barbecues. You can have all kind of parties. He's got that kind of setup. So we walked in, everything's straight, nothing nasty, nice, clean. So my dad was like, hey, such and such, It's my son. He was in the Navy too. Right then it took off. Right then the relationship between me and that man that was disabled, it took off. We was in the Navy. We sat in there and talked Navy stuff for like 30 minutes. The next thing you know, going around the house and everything. I told him I like the house or whatever, blase, blase. I asked him, do you need a caretaker? And he was like, yeah, I need one. Long story short, and I know I made it long,
No,
but I tried to I tried to give him some motivation, like take your creatine. You don't have the strength to push yourself out the chair, to move to another chair, to move to the toilet, to get out the tub. You don't have the strength. Take your creatine. That was Saturday. Monday, he went into the hospital, surgery on his head.
Wow, from him, the falls. Wow.
So here's the kicker. So his son, the wheelchair, him and his son have a strained relationship. The son lives in California, has a family in California. The sisters, wheelchair sisters, lives in California as well. They've been trying to get him to come to California forever, since he's been in that condition, and he won't go. So son flew down Thursday night. My dad went and picked the son up to take him to the hospital and everything. So it's like prayers up and everything, but it's bad. It's just that quick, just that quick. Everything. We used to having fun Saturday. We talking, talking everything, just enjoying life. And next thing you know, this man is hospitalized with having to do brain surgery.
Man, that's why we must enjoy one another each and every day. And that's why I said what I said. That's why it's great to see everyone show up every Wednesday, every Friday. It's a blessing. It really is. So we need to take advantage of those blessings. We need to check up on one another, encourage one another. I mean, it's a lot to life, but everything is not for us to gain all the time. Sometimes we should lend an ear, lend a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for that story, Shimmy.
Yeah, and by the way, while I was down there, just one quick, there was so many little things that need to be done around the house. Guess what? I just jumped right on them. His scooter, his motorized scooter that need to be adjusted and fixed and leveled and all that. I took care of that. Locks, stuff like that. So many little things that needed to be done. I jumped right on that. My dad was so proud of me. It was fun. It was a great time.
Were you ever a Boy Scout, Shimmy?
Boy Scout, Junior ROTC, Navy. I always thought I was the Black MacGyver growing up.
I always call myself the Black MacGyver too. That's funny you say that.
I always thought I was the Black MacGyver. Yeah.
What do the Boy Scouts say every day? Or what needs to be done every day? See if you remember.
I forgot.
Do a good deed daily. And as an adult, that holds true. And that's what, that's why I'm talking about this now. So definitely do a good deed daily. All right. So back to those numbers. Miss Tasha Baker said you got to have thick skin in this world. Very true. But Miss Tasha says she's a 3. Miss Tasha, let us know why you're a 3 in 2 words. Hopefully, by the time we all finish here, you're a 5. Miss Leslie said she's a 5 because she's blessed with good friends. Good friends are a blessing. Good people are a blessing. Tiff Trey says she's a 5. She's all smiles. It's good to hear. Very good to hear when people smile. Sometimes in the midst of anger or the midst of bad situations, just smile. Smiling is so powerful. It's ridiculous. Miss Christine says she's a 5. She said she has great friends. And I got an A in both of her classes. Good. Congratulations, Miss Christina. Yummy Gummy says she's a 5 tonight, full of love and light tonight, and air conditioning. That's wonderful, because when you say that you're full of love, you're empowering yourself. You see what I'm saying? You could say, just imagine if you keep saying, I'm full of greed. If you're full of greed, guess what? You're going to be a greedy son of a bum. You know what I mean? So if you keep saying you're full of love, you're going to have enough spilling out of you that you can give it. You know what I mean? Then we have, she says she has air conditioning. I don't know about y'all, but it's been hot here in Georgia. What you say, Shimmy?
Hi.
Straight hot. Yeah. Miss Tasha said, I'm all right. I'm just glad it's the weekend. Okay, good. Miss Marissa said she's a 5. She's blessed to see her daughter growing up, which is a major blessing. Yummy Gummy says, Shimmy, that's why we don't wait. We do all the things we want to do and live for today. Tomorrow may not come, and we don't know when that's going to happen. Very true. Very, very true. Yummy Gummy also said, I've been off my job a little off my little job and gang lately. Please, everyone, hit the like button tonight and let's show these hosts some love and put out the cash apps to them. Yep. You know what? Y'all can drop $1. $1's appreciative. $1 is showing us that, hey, we are here and we appreciate you. A quarter. You know what I'm saying? And Yummy Gummy said, I know the real Black MacGyver. Tasha Baker said, it been hot all week. Yep. Yummy Gummy said, my air been broke at my house and in my car. Ooh. Miss Christina says, my AC went out the other day, but they got it fixed. Awesome. Yummy Gummy, how much every dime sent to Crete or Shimmy tonight? I know the real. Okay. All right. So let's step to it. Right? You know what? Hold on. I actually kind of screwed up. I don't even know what I did with my phones. So if y'all can hold on for a second. Hey, Shimmy, do this for me. I need you to hold it down. We ready. Shimmy about to hold it down. All right. Shimmy, ask them if you can ask them what would they like. I have topics for tonight, but just let me grab my phone. Ask them what do they want to talk about. And I want you ask them what they want to talk about real quick. All right. I'll be right back in like one.
You just said it.
Huh? What did I just say?
I said you just. Hey guys, what would you like to talk about tonight? Go ahead and put it in writing. What would you like to talk about tonight? It's your boy Shimmy. I'm hosting. Crete is unorganized as usual, late as usual, and I'm surprised he showed up. So therefore, you stuck with me. I apologize. You stuck with me. Put in the comments what you would like to talk about tonight. I said on Wednesday night what I want to discuss. Therefore, we may get to it, we may not. It's all good. This is Crete's show. I follow his lead, and I'll be reading the comments as I see them. Miss Leslie said, hi, Shimmy. Hey, Miss Leslie, how you been doing? Long time no hear from. Miss Tasha Baker, here we go. BS coming. Yummy Gummy said, when can we can change that tonight, Shimmy? What is your topic that you want to talk about last week? Let's talk about that. How you been doing? Long time. Miss Christina wrote, can we talk about open relationships? Miss Marissa, hey Shimmy, What's up, Miss Marissa? See, y'all nice to me when Crete is not here. I don't understand that, but I figure it out. Y'all know, y'all be twisting y'all have me twisted like Keith Sweat. Crete is back, thank God, sir. Don't ever pull a stunt like that again, okay?
Hey man, you held it down though. You know what though? I've never done this for myself. Can I do this for myself tonight? And Shimmy, you passed. You passed, my brother. Thank you. So
Hey, failure is not an option.
That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So tonight, remember, this is Conversations in Crete with my brother Shimmy over here, right? Now, hold on. I must be the devil. Hold on. They're my cousin. What's up, cousin? Just when I was trying to get myself.
I don't like how you just threw your head back at me, Shimmy.
What happened, cuz?
Hey, look.
I don't like how he threw his head back when he saw me. Is there a problem?
No, because I thought I was gonna be second lieutenant tonight.
Okay. What's her name? Miss Christina said she wanted to talk about open relationships. So hold on to that. Hold on to that. We're gonna do all that. She said, "Hey, sweet mama G, sweet mama G, sweet mama G." All right. Now, since you're here, cuz, this is how we're gonna do it. We was asking everybody to please have one y'all thick skin, right? So shout out to Michael Mass in the building. Say what up, salute to the streamcast. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you. Now, we want everybody to have thick skin tonight, and we're gonna start off a little soft tonight, right? So we're gonna kick it off with this. Do black men make out to be great fathers?
Do they what? Say that one more time.
Do they make out or end up being great fathers?
Well, I can't compare to no other because I have a black daddy. All my uncles are great fathers to their children, whether they with the women or not. It all depends on who is, who's looking through the lens.
Right.
Just because, let's say you might be a great father, you may not be a great husband. So, it just depends. But I have a great father as far as, he never did me wrong as far as I can see. I learned a lot growing up as an only child, so he's still alive, Lord. He's still alive.
And that's a blessing, ain't it, cuz?
In the 80s, still alive, him and my mama.
That's a beautiful thing. I wish my father and my mother were still alive, but
while they were. Your father, I mean, I don't know about personal. It could have been something. You only look through your lens. You can't see if something else was going on with other people. But my uncle was a great man, even though their father perished a long time ago. I think when my mama was like 12, because she's the baby. But my uncles had a lot of kids, most of them. I think two of them had 10 or so kids, and they were great fathers, great memories. Every time I saw when your sister posted a picture for your dad's birthday, he looks just like our grandmother.
Just like it, don't
just like that's that Native American look and same height almost. Our grandma was like 4 feet 10. So
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss them for sure. You know what I mean? I couldn't ask for, like I said, a better father, better mother, or a better family. I'm talking about brothers and sisters, cousins, and everything. Y'all gave me great experiences in my life, and I wouldn't trade for anything. You know what I mean? Definitely wouldn't do that. So, so that question was, do black men, and thank you so much, cuz, for bringing or your enlightenment out in reference to your dad, right? So let me ask you, Shimmy, do black men turn out to be great fathers? Or are they, for the most part, great fathers or no?
Like sweet mama said, it all depends what lens you're looking through. Because my father wasn't there, and he explained to me why he wasn't there. I mean, my dad's really good looking, even at this age, and he was young with my mama, so he was like, got my mom pregnant. They dated, got my mom pregnant, and you know hightailed it on up out of there. However, when I when I when I had both my children, I was always there. I wasn't there like I wanted to be, but I was there when I could be. And I feel like black fathers, as long as they're allowed to be the man and do the heavy lifting on raising the child and have that authority, and the wife steps back and say, okay, he making my job easy, because the father was no consequences. And they, they they're not trying to make things harder for them. And I think black fathers are very important, because I look at a lot of athletes that didn't have fathers in the household. I look at LeBron James, Michael Vick, Allen Iverson, Deion Sanders, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield. None of those guys had fathers in the household, and they grew up to be like Tupac Shakur. They all grew up to be successful. So yes, I do think black men make great fathers, as long as the opportunity presents itself with the proper authority and allowance to do what he needs to do.
Now, thank you for sharing, Shimmy. But let me say this. My ex-husband always had the opportunity to be a father. He chose not to be. Once we separated, he chose not to be. When we divorced, my son was 17. He was still considered a minor. And at that time, they still asked about visitation rights, even though, they still, a minor. He didn't want any of that. They gave me sole custody, they gave me everything. He did not want it. And he said out loud, I don't want visitation. I don't want, joint custody. So he had the opportunity. My son was grown. I wouldn't have never blocked him from spending time. So now you have that relationship that's not there. And now my ex wanna had a relationship. My son like, nah, I'm good.
Can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
Who? I'm sorry, Crete. Sweet mama, who wanted the divorce? You or him?
He did initially, but then
He did.
He started the process, meaning I came home one day. It was a for sale sign in the window. We had like a townhouse, and he just wanted to be single, wanted to be out there, whatever. And then we separated. We sold the house. I was a realtor back then, and he just one day came out and say, "Oh no, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna get some of that money," because I already know how he was. I wasn't gonna get any proceeds or what have you. So I wound up being the seller's agent, and I had an agent from my office be the buyer's agent. But at that time, that's the only money I received. But he was nasty with it. But he thought I was gonna go stay with my parents. I had went and got me a townhouse. He didn't know that, because he figured, oh, she, district. No, I'm still smart. You know what I mean? I don't want to live with my parents. I'm a grown woman coming from a marriage. You know how that could be. You go back home. So, but he started stalking me, blah, blah, blah. It's public record, yada, 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 to the point where we had to go to court, stop that information. And then he just stopped. He already had a girlfriend, everything moved on, but he would not file. So I filed.
Okay.
It took 3 years for the folk to get them, but and I guess at the time everybody was getting a divorce, so it took almost 3 years between getting them served and him filling out the paperwork, him being smart, because there's a time limit for when you file for the person to answer, and then if not, you have to, go open case. So it took 3 years. So my son was 14 to 17. It is what it is.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to put the link up here in the section here. So if y'all want to pop on, y'all can pop on. Please make sure y'all cameras are turned sideways if you can. If not, it's cool, but because we're trying to fill the screen. So
You know what was the
Meanwhile,
funniest thing, Shimmy?
dang, cuz I
So
mean, God,
you always something pop up for you forget.
yeah, you just.
I'm
We're
sorry.
having a heart to heart here. We're having a heart to heart, Crete.
You know,
She
how
went
pop
in.
up is like, oh, I forgot that part. So no, so my son was graduating from 8th grade. He left like March of 8th grade. My son went to high school, and I'm still cool with his family member, his mother, whatever. So I sent tickets to the aunties, the old people, so they can see baby boy. He's the only grandchild on both sides. My ex-husband was the only child. His mother, and my own child, my mother, parents, or whatever. Guess who showed up?
Huh?
Oh,
Baby, I thought I was hallucinating. I know I wear glasses. I thought I was hallucinating because it was a little warm in May. I thought that was the devil walking up the sidewalk with his mother. He had a nerve to come to graduate, took one of the aunt's tickets and showed up.
wow. He
My
was
father
thugged out.
almost said it. Listen, my father was light than me. My father almost said it all. If we wasn't at like a big arena, because he graduated like University of Maryland arena where they play the Turks play. If my father wasn't to pass the minister, yeah, it would have went down and just like nothing happened. I said, oh boy. But I was cordial. I didn't act a fool because I did the vote. But I didn't act a fool because that was my son's moment. If he accepted it, then I'm gonna go with it. I ain't gonna, why you? I said, ooh, it took me everything not to take a picture. I mean, my son was in the middle. I was like, I ain't saying that to him. But the nerve of you, the nerve. They didn't sit with us. They sat on our side because my parents and his mother are cool, and the father, the other grandfather. But him, I said, nope, 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 nope. We couldn't do it. My father was like, no, sir, he can't because my father's a man first. He's a man first. He's gonna defend, his family. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I almost fell out. I said, "Ooh, ooh, Lord, yeah." But that was the nerve after all these years, no contact, didn't care, no gifts, no calls. You show up at graduation. Now I ain't sending everybody no tickets for college graduation. Yeah, he wasn't getting them. Send a gift. But no, I ain't do the college graduation for nope. I paid that parent loan, nope. But it wasn't,
Well,
they didn't even care back then. So yeah, it's a
let me
lot.
ask you this, cuz. Let me
Mm-hmm.
ask you this. Hold up.
Hey, Miss Leslie.
Hello, Miss.
Um,
All right, so let me ask you this, cuz. Were there, and I think I asked you this before, were there any red flags that you sit back now and look at and say, "Heck, I should have did this at that time"?
Oh, from day one.
Okay, and while we doing this, I had to put Shimmy on the spot for a second because he did good. He did
Oh,
good.
bless her heart.
I just got to do one more thing, y'all. Just go ahead and ask the questions, and I'll be right back again. I just got to make a quick run. Um,
Oh my God. You look
but
like
y'all handle it.
school.
Just give me a second. I'll be right back. All right.
Let's see.
What is going on? Is it a full moon?
Okay, he wanted to come on. Da, 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 da. So Miss Tasha Baker says some men don't know how to be men because they never see it or don't know what it looks like. Man, that's true. But sometimes you gotta think outside of not seeing and go research. I don't see a lot of things, but I go and research it. Or you listen to people with wisdom. You still research the wisdom just in case, but people gonna be who they are, and guess what? People pay for it in the end. Those broken relationships and those bonds are heavy, and sometimes people don't recover from that until somebody dying, or it's too late. And so Miss Leslie, do you have anything to contribute in reference to that subject matter?
nope, not really.
You had a daughter, right,
Yeah.
Miss Leslie? Oh yeah. How was her relationship with her father?
She doesn't have a relationship with her dad.
Is it by her choice
She,
or his choice?
her her choice.
Okay.
And he doesn't try. He doesn't try to. I mean, she's 25 years old,
Mm-hmm.
so we talk a lot, even though she's in Tennessee and I'm in Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
but she doesn't talk to her dad like that.
Yeah.
A lot of that,
Go ahead,
a
Shane.
lot of that is um, when we say that, a lot of men don't mature like women do. Women mature much faster than men. That's why I have no problem having a female boss. People, oh, you hate women. You hate. That's a damn lie. Women, I like the way how fast women can mature and still be silly and goofy. Men, they can be 65 years old and still immature. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where it starts. And I will say that. I mean, I'm men do not mature fast, and some of them never mature at all.
I,
So
I
that
agree with
that, that being said, yeah, that being said, when you said about the popping up at the graduation, he still loved his family. But and then getting the divorce, he still loved you. He just wanted to play, still want to play, didn't want to not just get away from you, but just still want to be immature. Don't want to be accountable. And we
Oh,
always say women don't want to be accountable, but men don't want to be accountable for being mature. And that's important when you take on a family.
right.
Being mature. You can be silly, you can be funny, but maturity, making the right decisions at the right time, trying to do the right thing all the time, that's very important.
Oh, absolutely. And then you're right, Shem. He wasn't. We met each other as teenagers, and sometimes teenagers can get along, but we didn't have that. I dated other people into my 20s and maybe early 30s. We were maturing. We hadn't matured enough to make those decisions. I was 2 months shy of being 20 when I had my son. He and I are 4 days apart in June, and he was going to be 22. We were young, and he should have been my first rodeo out. But coming from a Christian household, it looked bad that I was a single mom and blah blah blah. I got, not pushed into it, but when you hear your family and that's how you grew up, that's kind of how it fell. Yes, red flags all the way. And you're right. And he hasn't married to this day. He has no other children. He cannot keep a relationship. I'm still cool with his mother. They ask about me
Let me
like,
ask
oh,
you
ask
this,
about me. What's up?
what are you cool with his father?
I haven't seen your dad in a while, but when I have, yeah, we were cool, very much so.
So his mother and father are not together.
They were never together.
Okay, so you know what? And if you choose to have a family like that, and I know you were younger, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I know you were paying attention to that, and I know you had all good intentions to marry this man, have a family, and stay married, right? But unfortunately, that alone was a
Yeah, and his dad, and I think how some people see something else, and because his dad married another woman and had a family, his dad got some scratch. So when he saw that other family that he has younger, he had an older sister that the father had. Then it was him. And then his father had two daughters. They lived in this big house, and they were the first black people in the neighborhood, the cul-de-sac. Little scratch or whatever, because he was a businessman and the wife had a really good job. So when he saw that picture, I think it hurt. You know what I mean? Why didn't you do this with my mother? You know what I mean? Because it was an explosive. I got them two back together when we were talking about getting married. I said, got him and his father together. The mom told me who he was. I invited him over to my son's birthday party. He came, to the little party I had at my house, little function. Came, and that's how they began opening up, because now you have a grandson. You have a dialogue, that you all can share because both of you now are fathers. Let's try to repair. So they are good to go nowadays, but my son at Aries, he's totally different. You know what I'm saying? He want us, whoo, he almost like a
I know
Pisces.
how to marry move.
so would it be safe for me to say, all right, say for instance, like black men are popular over here, but very unpopular over there, or very unpopular over there and very popular over here, right? Let's say you had a friend and it popped up in that manner to say, oh, I think I want to have a kid by a black man, what would be your first reaction or advice?
You talking about if the girl was white or something?
If she was, yeah, let's say if she was white.
What advice I'm gonna give her? Hold on to your bootstraps. It's no different than white and black men. I don't think it's a difference. If you got a deadbeat, you got a deadbeat, no matter what color they are.
But why would you say hold on to your bootstraps?
I'm just talking about for me. I wouldn't do it. I'm not of the childbearing age because it's a lot. When you think about having kids with people nowadays, no man, you better hold on to your drawers. It's different. Our kids are older. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different because I see it because I work in certain arenas. I'd be like, ooh, I couldn't be nobody parent nowadays. You know what I mean? Because it's stressful to see some of these parents dropping the babies. I say, ooh, it's stressful. It's
Okay.
totally. It doesn't matter whether she was Asian, black, white. Just hold on to your boots. You got to have a mindset to raise children. A lot of people don't marry. They have it out of convenience or one night stands or shake 'em ups. Because you'd be surprised how many meetings I have and there's no father present in those meetings.
Well, sometimes they marry to fill a void as well.
Oh yeah.
But
Most of them don't get married.
Tasha Baker said they might be a certain age, but they act like they don't act their age.
That's true.
Black men don't act their age, y'all saying.
Yeah, some of them don't. What I ain't gonna harp on a black man because I can see some silly white ones, others, and what have you. It's just people in general. They're very strange. If you work in a public, you just sit and watch people, you'll see how weird some people are. And they take a lot of foolishness from kids nowadays. My nerves is bad. I can't handle that. I saw a little dad tell a little boy, "Have a good day in school." And the little boy's like, "Back up." Gave him the finger. I said, "Ooh, ooh." My pearls early in the morning. I mean, he calls father a-hole. I was like, that's way too much. But and then he don't do nothing. He just, well, you have a good day anyway. I'm like, yeah, okay. My father would have leaped over there. You know how they said lightning, somebody come past you, flash? Yeah. It would have been none of that, especially not in public. Oh, dude.
Yeah, I mean, because the law has gotten into people's families and everything so much that you can't even discipline. And you see how the crime rose?
Y'all keep saying that about discipline. You better do what you need to do. And nobody say
I do what I need to do. I ain't worried about
I ain't say kill them, but you better stand firm because these kids are something else now. I'm trying to tell you, my nerves be bad. Bless anybody now. Bless them. They want to have kids.
Now, here's my thing. Black fathers are involved in their children's lives and can be great fathers, but there is a narrative that suggests they are not. Hold on to your bootstraps. According to a 2013 CDC study, Black fathers are more involved in their children's lives than other racial groups. Black fathers are more likely to bathe, dress, change, or help their child with the toilet every day. Black fathers are also more likely to eat a meal with their children. A documentary was released to fight against the stereotype of Black men and bad fathers. And see, that's the thing. I'm going to tell you, it's stereotypical things thrown against us every day, all the time. And it's so funny sometimes. Now, I know some good other people from other races. I do. But then, unfortunately, we have good and bad in both races, right? And I'm just talking about black and white at this point. But they throw in a scare tactic, especially to their women. Oh, you better, or you this lover, you that kind of lover, in lover. You see what I'm saying? To guilt their own women, to make them feel as though like we are some type of monsters or something like that. And it's weird because when they want a black woman, it's like a mind thing, like an exotic thing. Like they, like back in the Avery days. You see what I'm saying? They want that experience. And that's where the term bed wench came from. They like those experiences. They want to play. But I don't think it's cool. I mean, it's cool. You can love who you love. I ain't talking about the race, whether black, white, whatever. Love who matches you. But that right there, don't pay attention to that. Because a lot of times when a lot of the women from over on the other side come on this side, it's a wrap.
They never leave.
And sometimes some women go over on the other side too, and they never come back. Cuz.
Until he say the N-word.
And that's the thing. Imagine being married and your husband called you an N. What you would do, cuz?
If he got enough money, she'll act like she didn't hear it.
Oh, okay. What you would do, cuz?
I did exactly what Shimmy just said.
You ignore it.
At this point, the way these bills looking,
you call me names. Be quiet. You just called me names.
Hey, Crete.
Yeah.
Hey, Crete.
Yep.
It's not what you're called. It's what you answer to.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I
agree with that. Now, Miss Christina said, if your body and nerves can handle it. And then Miss Tasha said, true. Christina also said most women would be put as high risk after 35.
She must have learned in her little class she taking her to college. Yep.
She got an A, cuz.
I heard. Bless her.
Miss Tasha also said that's up to her and partner if they are officially wanting children. Some women freeze their eggs for a lot of reasons. Now let me get back to that reading that I was just doing. Also, Black fathers prioritize teaching honesty, humility, and love. Is that let's say if you met that guy out of everything that I just read, would you say he's a good Black man?
He should be a good person, period.
Okay, but I'm talking about Black men because it don't go like that. Black men get stereotyped all the time, just like I just said. Would that be a good Black man?
One thing I do see with the Black man children, I see they got their own little hand signal. You know how you snap, tap, and slide. You know how people do hand signals, and I've seen them do like the little affirmations every day. I'm like, can't you do that in the car because you're holding up, the situation? But to me, I'd like that. They give you have a good day. You come in, they're doing the snapping and rapping in the hands, and teach them that affirmations. I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That positivity before they step into the school. I seen some pray over their kids real quick before they go on to school, and then the kids act like nobody prayed over them. Ooh. So it just depends. But I like positivity. When we see a lot of positive, non-negative, you may have some fathers that's firm and believe what they're gonna believe, and a lot of time the women go with it, but it's all how people want to raise their children.
Okay. Now we're gonna continue to get to the nitty-gritty, and remember I said tough, thick skin tonight. And Miss Leslie, you can join in with us any given time you're ready. Okay. Let's get on to the next thing. Do Black women make out to be good mothers? Shimmy?
I think Black women make the best mothers.
Okay. All right. Give us 2 reasons why you say that.
Because number one, they're not going to allow you to embarrass them, and they're going to make sure that you have a moral compass around you at all. You have a moral compass operating around you at all times. Me saying that is that They don't want to have to hear nothing bad about you from somebody else. If they got to hear something bad about the child from the neighbor, oh, it's over. It is over.
Mm-hmm.
The child better go tell the parent what happened before the neighbor goes and tell the child. But before the neighbor goes and tell the parent. Black women, they have so much pride in the household, so much pride in their children. They birthed that child. I, I've seen a lot of good white families, but it seems like it takes more. It seems like it takes a husband and wife with the child more than it would take just a black mother or a black mother and a black father together. Black women can if she's got her stuff together, she'd be a hell of a parent. My mother, she wasn't at a high operating level when it came to education, but she damn sure made sure I was. I mean, as far as structure, discipline, cleanliness, able to coexist with people. I mean, all the T's were crossed, all the I's were dotted. I mean, my mom. I mean, I look at my mom, and I tell you what, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I've had girls that say, "I want to meet your mom."
Right. And that's I love to hear when someone has that much love and passion in reference to their parents. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing. And I want to send a shout out to my brother Brian K. Borner on Facebook. Thank you for coming through, Brian. Good to hear from you, my brother. Hold up one second. Let me do this. So yeah, that's a beautiful thing there, Shimmy. Now hold on one second.
I'm not taking over no more, all right? Oh,
Marissa, how you doing?
I'm
Now I'm gonna
good.
need you
How's
to
everybody else doing?
Hey,
we good. And shout out to my baby sister in the building. Hey, baby sis.
Amber.
Um, okay, and my baby sis said, I believe most are amazing moms because we are naturally nurturers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I definitely agree with that.
I agree with that too.
I can remember the
Who?
times watching my mother being a nurturer. Go ahead, Shimmy.
Hey, Crete. Back in the days, in the slavery days, who took care of Miss Mary's kids?
The black woman. And then black, she
Y'all go
took
ahead. I'm
big,
listening.
big mama, and everybody relied on Big Mama. You know what I mean? Big Mama was the one. She was the one that everybody would go to. She was the go-to. She was the one that taught all the other generations of the women that's in that family how to cook, how to deal with their men that they were interested in or that they married. I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot riding on Big Mama. You see what I'm saying? Just like it was a lot riding on the housemaid. That's what we'll call it that. You see what I'm saying? She was the one cooking. She was the one taking care of her own kids and the kids of the house that she was working in. And that's insane. That's insane. So so that's important to know. That's important to know. Shout out to DJ XL pulling up in the building. Oh, on the pod. We ain't gonna say the building no more. On the pod. So again, we're gonna have thick skin tonight, right? But just to know that both are important. You know what I'm saying? Both are important, and everyone's important. Now, I'm not and this is me asking you, Miss Leslie, right? Have you experienced or do you know anybody who has come up in a household and where it was a black woman who like raised the family like a with raising white kids and plus raising her own kids? You ever ran into that where you from?
No.
Okay, but
No.
you do know that it had existed, correct?
Oh yeah. definitely. Mm.
Okay. All right. So I mean, that's why a lot of times when I think about us as black people, we are very resilient. They're very I'm using this word again, passionate about things that we do, very talented, talented just from out of the blue. But we
My
all have to
mom,
remember, I'm sorry,
my mom was not very nurturing,
she wasn't.
so no.
And we appreciate your honesty. We appreciate your honesty because it will be easy for you to come on and say so many good things, but you being honest and saying,
No.
saying that. But you know what? That may be why a lot of times when, if you go back in history, why it was a black woman that was taking care of the kids and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, but were they? And I'm not trying to dig, and you don't have to answer, you know, what I'm asking you. You can pass on it. But are they things that happened that may have that you say you will never do to your kids, or I would never do that to my kids that I experienced
Yeah.
in my upbringing? There are things like that.
Oh, definitely. Yes. Um, her the way. Well, my daughter's 25 now, but there were certain things that my mom did that I always swore I wouldn't do, and I haven't done them.
Let me ask you this: by any time was your dad in your life?
No.
Okay, all right. Um,
I
it's
had
a
a
lot of that.
stepdad.
Your stepdad, okay. So was your stepdad
He was.
there most of your life?
Yeah.
Who was more
Yeah. He
approachable?
was kind of. My mom or my stepdad?
Yeah.
My mom, definitely.
So
My
your
stepdad was
stepdad
very strict.
was not approachable then.
No,
Wow. Okay.
So the mom was the lesser
he,
of the two evils.
yeah, my stepdad was very conservative. Um, he was in the military, so he was, very pretty strict. Not saying that I did. I learned a lot from him in some ways, how I want to treat people and how I do not want to treat people, because you know, he was kind of an asshole.
Mm, yeah. It's a lot of that going around. Trust me. Now, how about you, Miss Marissa? Did you have moments where you like things that you went through with your mom that you said I would never do that with my kids? I'm going to treat my kids better.
Um, I had a rough childhood as a kid, so I say I'm learning the parenting skills, but I
Hmm.
don't want to follow the same footsteps as my mother. And because my father's deceased, so I lost my father when I was 8. So um and I came up with the two parent household. So I want my little, my younger daughter to be in her father's life because I'm reading stuff, and I'm reading and I'm learning every day, and I'm reading a book, about absent fathers is not being in the daughter's life. And I see myself, um, I see myself in my mama's shoes sometimes of choices I do in my life, but I don't try to reflect of it because I try to be a better person. Um, because um, I'm in my early 30s. I'm 32, so um, I'm thankful to realize what comes with the parenting stuff going on. but I'm paying attention of the red flags, the pros and cons, and of a lot of relationships I built within myself too.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. So, but what have you been learning that stood out so far about absent fathers?
Um, I'm learning like for instance, for example, um when a daughter does not have her father figure in her life, um women go to, to be a prostitute, or being a prostitute, or not being a committed relationship, and how to say it, like, hard to be in a committed relationship, and cheat on the partner who they with most of the time, when in a hard, like, let me say it and put it in my own words. But of my understanding, when I was growing up, not having my father, was I was always getting in these relationships off and on, and I didn't know what I was doing because I didn't know how to love myself. Because the lack of my father not being here, because I lost my dad when I was 8 years old. So it's like when y'all was saying, like, avoid, like, it's like you want somebody to be there for you, but you push them away. I just get tongue tied sometimes.
No, it's cool. We appreciate
and
your participation. Go ahead.
and you didn't know what to look for, and
Yeah,
that you
that's what
didn't
I'm
have the
trying to
father there to say, hey, watch out for this, watch out for the producers and the guys that sell the motorcycles and the guys that got the
yeah.
podcast, watch out for them slicks, the bartenders, stay away from those guys. Stay, even though that
Right.
guy's a cornball, he's corny and he's a nerd, that may be your best option. So you didn't have that guidance of what to look out for. Because those producers, you will stay out of the studio if you ain't singing.
Hmm.
I like that. That's all right. So now, um, yeah, I mean, that's why I'll talk about the balance of the two. The balance of the two is really, really important. You know what I'm saying? Really important. So moving forward, we got to have thick skin tonight. All right. Now, Black mothers are individuals with their own unique experiences and challenges, but they are just as capable of being great mothers as any other group of women. Protective. Black mothers protect their children from racism. Educative. Black mothers educate their children about Black American culture to help them develop a positive racial identity. Have you ever felt, and you said you had daughters, right? Miss Leslie, have you ever felt that you
Yes,
had to teach your daughters about racism and to love themselves and everything, no matter what people call them?
yes. It was when I was a child, it wasn't taught to us to be racist, and we lived in a very racist town. Like, but my mom didn't teach us to be that way. So I, taught my daughter the same. Um, besides
But
the fact that I had a disabled child, so
what I'm
a
asking,
person,
what
yeah,
I'm asking is this: did you see the need to teach your daughters to protect themselves, or you're protecting them from racism, not them being racist, but racism against them?
mhm. No, I mean I'm
See,
white, so
right,
I,
right.
I
So Go ahead.
Yeah, I will say, honestly, I didn't learn about how horrible white men have been throughout history until I was in college. I don't think they teach it enough in grade school, the real facts. So, I mean,
Let me ask you this: how did that leave you
I just,
feeling after you learned the history of? You said of what things that white men did over the history.
yeah. Uh,
How did you feel once you started learning about that? How did it leave you? What taste did it leave in your mouth about it?
oh, a bad taste in my mouth. I was, yeah, I was ashamed.
Right.
I mean,
And go ahead. I'm sorry.
it wasn't me that did it, but I still like felt like I needed to apologize to every other race. Like,
No, I get it. I get it
yeah,
because that was over your head. It was before your time and over your head. But um, but as long as you got that knowledge and understand what was going on, that now you can show some
mhm,
empathy and some sympathy because black folks been through a whole lot. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And even to this day, same thing.
mhm,
If you think about the police, if you look at where they derived from, they derived from being slave chasers. If you go back and look at even slavery movies and see their actions back then, it's no different than now. It's the same thing. So that's why I hate sometimes when I hear that when they say, "Oh, we need more black cops." Well, a lot of the black cops become worse than the white cops,
yeah,
and it's
yeah,
just it's sad. But these are things that black women have to deal with that a lot of other women of other ethnicities or races don't have to think about. So
yeah,
I do agree
yeah,
that black women go through a lot, and us as black men, we go through a lot. Like some other people would not be able to process what we go through in a day. We just became used to it. It's our life. You see what I'm saying? But
yeah.
go ahead.
I had a friend that it was during COVID. They were going to the bus stop to get on the bus and they forgot their masks. So they were running back to their place to get their masks. They were black and the cop stopped them just because they were running. And for me, I'm like, I can't even fathom that. Like, if it was a white man running, they would have thought anything about it,
Right.
you know?
And I don't mean to make a joke about
It's
it, but
it's
us as
sad.
black folks, I don't mean to make a joke about it, but us as black folks, if we sitting at the park and then one black person run, all of us run. We up out of here. You don't get Lisa and them. Tell them, come on. You know what I mean? We just run it. So that's a I don't want to call it a fear, but that's an instinct that we have that a lot of other people don't have.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Can you agree,
And white
cuz?
people stand around and look
Mhm.
up at the sky.
Yeah. So, but you know, we gotta have thick skin. That's moving forward. Keep it cool, B. Thank you so much for coming through. This is the relationship show tonight. If you want to get on the full show, you can go on to YouTube at Street Tactics Media and join us for the real show here. Um, Also, like I said, you notice that a lot of times that it talks about black women having to teach their children, and black men do that too, teach their children about racism, how to deal with it, because a lot of times, the hair thing pops up. Oh, your hair has to be long and straight or whatever. No, it doesn't. Our hair is alive. When it grows out, it's alive. It curls. It's just alive. You see what I'm saying? But for some reason, over time and through history, they was told, or we were told that our hair, I don't even know what good hair is. It's hair to me. And I had to program myself to that. You talking about the good hair? What's the good hair?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has good hair. So I don't get it. I program my mind to look at it just like that, and I will never ever look at it any different. Another thing is Black women, resilient. Black mothers emphasize education, self-respect, and the hope that their daughters will be strong and self-reliant. Your daughter, Miss Marissa, do you plan on teaching your daughter or molding your daughter to the same moldings of,
Moral.
yes, morals and moldings of what we just read?
Yes. Hmm.
Yeah, and you
Um,
should.
yes, because you have to, you know, um, you have to teach your kids how to, you have to teach your kids how to set boundaries. You have to set, you have to uh set boundaries, or set healthy relationships with people. You have to, you have to teach them not to, get in something nobody car. You have to teach them not to say no to people, because no is a one simple sentence. And you have to teach your kids a lot of things. You got to teach them how to count money. You have to teach them how to do a lot of things. Period.
Yes, it's a lifelong teaching
Lesson.
coming from you and the the father of the daughter. So I mean, it just don't stop. You know what I mean? So also diverse. Black mothers are a diverse group of people with a variety of experiences. So that's very true. But here is where we have to have thick skin. And I'm talking about men and women, right? Why are black men critical of black women?
Sometimes uh we could be difficult. Um, I'm just saying. Um,
Amen.
and mm, I say,
Do you ever notice when you're being difficult with your son, I mean, your daughter's father? Have you ever, like, if you're being difficult, sometimes I think, do y'all become numb sometimes?
yeah,
And
yeah,
like in
because
your
because
feelings?
cause, cause some some people, they rather have their cake and eat it too, and they rather a other man raise their child, like a other man raise their child, and they have they own father, their own father. They said, but teach his own. You never know.
Hey, cuz, let me ask you
Mm-hmm.
this as well. Do you ever think you difficult?
Yep.
Boy, man, Conversations and Truth. That's the name of this show. I mean, I'm glad y'all stepping up so do y'all do that like on purpose or
On
do you do
purpose.
it like on purpose?
On purpose. Just because I
Why?
feel like it. Just because I feel like it at that particular moment.
Hey, sweet mama, I can respect the hell out of that. I love it. I can respect the hell out of that because that's what it is. That's what it is. And when Crete,
We don't have to be difficult. It just I just feel like be
Say
saying
what's
no.
going on, brother?
I just like saying no. Just it sounds good saying. I want to see the reaction of the other person.
and
Yeah,
and, and,
that's
and
true.
And as a grown ass man, 51 years old, I still ain't got used to that difficulty.
Yeah.
Like Crete said, why are black men critical of black women? I feel as though a lot of it has to do with trust.
It does.
It has a lot to do with trust. We like, let's just say you starting out for a relationship, and I have to tell my black girlfriend, I have to tell her no a few times. Is she gonna go out there and be vulnerable for someone else to holler at? You know what I'm saying? If we get into a difficult conversation or a difficult situation, is she going to be vulnerable? So I think it starts there with why so critical of black women, because we don't know what they may go off and do. We don't trust them. You know, it's like, if you're difficult on purpose, then what you do behind my back?
I think black men hold black women to a higher standard, and when they're not at that higher standard, they see them differently. I still think no matter if the man goes to the other side and date, let's say, a white woman or Asian woman or a Hispanic woman, they still see that black woman as the model point of how you should act. Let's say you married a white lady and y'all have a mixed child. They still expect the white woman to do the same thing black woman. I have a coworker, she's white, her husband's black, and I had to tell her about her daughter's hair, and like they're teasing her because her hair, you may need to invest in this, you may need to. I hooked up with my hairstylist. I'm like, you can't treat her hair like she's a white girl, because she's not. She has very thick and curly hair that you don't know how to maintain. I'm even going to show you, tell you the products, but I want you to take her to. You're going to have to invest your money if you got a black girl. She don't have the thin hair. She has thick curly hair. You're going to have to invest time. My mother was not of the hairstylist. I had crooked parts. So at 5 years old, I started going to the salon. My mother still go to her same beautician. That lady, 87 years old. But it started young. My mother knew that wasn't her skill set, so she gonna pay somebody to take care of it. I'm the same way. I am a maintenance woman on my own dime. I know some now that my hair is
What's up,
longer,
nephew?
it's hard to maintain, but I
You're
can
live
maintain.
here on YouTube. Actually, it's not the music show tonight. It's the relationship show.
So I had to tell her about also her daughter weight. The girl's very overweight for her age. You can't dress her with the stuff rising up on her, and because kids are cruel. I was always the fat child, but I was always fine and fat. So, but my mother, as a small woman, she always had me, with the little pocketbooks and little bonnets. She kept me neat. I still learned. My mother was very neat. So I said, "Mommy, won't you just put on some sneakers?" And no, I got to have my stockings on. She's still old school. She's still neat. We have to, and I champion some of the other kids, and they look at me because I am a plus size woman, but I'm fabulous when I go to work. So I said, you got to go the extra mile anyway. You work in a predominantly white environment. You got to go the extra mile anyway. You got to go. You can't come looking any old way, talking the old way, because the first thing they'll say something about that, how you talk, how you look. She's not kept. So you have to. And I had to teach her, you're going to have to make an investment in that black woman that you're raising. She's doing it. The girl feel much better, her self-esteem. Because I'm like, yeah, her hair was like Fraggle Rock. If y'all know the little, with two little ponytail thing, just hair, just whatever. And the kids teased her. I'm like, it's some things you can prevent. You can prevent. So sometimes it's difficult, but they had to have a conversation. They need a good black co-worker to let them know that ain't it.
So I'm gonna ask you, Shimmy, why? And you can give me one or two. Why do you think black men are critical on black women?
Number one is trust, and like Sweet Mama, the second one is expectations. The trust factor is obvious. How loyal, what's your integrity, and then like I said, the second one is the expectations. How, how do you will the black woman? I expect the black woman to empathize me trying empathize with me being a black man in this world. And not looking for no sympathy, not looking for no, not crying about being a black man, but I need that black woman. I expect her to understand that I'm a black man in this world, and there's a territory, there's a harsh territory that comes with that being in this world. So I'm expecting her to empathize and sympathize, not hold me up, not not coddle me, not be pacifying me, just be there and be able to relate to what I got to deal with and what I'm trying to do. So the expectations and trust, those are the two things that me as a black man that I can be critical of when I'm seeing a black woman.
Let me ask you this, Miss Leslie. Do you ever find yourself being difficult to your mate? Now, to be honest with you, what we talking about can go any way. It can go white woman, black woman, Asian woman, Hispanic woman, uh, um, uh, Middle Eastern woman, whatever. But do you ever find yourself being difficult with your mate?
I could be difficult.
Okay.
Yeah, I could be difficult. I mean, I think we all can.
Why? Why?
Why?
Do you yes? Do you know how many years? Do you realize we can be saying that we can be difficult? Do you realize how many years that takes off a man's life?
Being difficult?
Amen.
Yeah.
I'm beat my cousin with that.
It's what sweet mama G?
I was asking my cousin, you gonna slide this hit the amen button real quick. That thing's
I'm
terrible.
I'm not saying that I can be difficult all the time. I happen to think I'm very easygoing and not very difficult at all, but everyone can be difficult.
Let me ask you this. When you become difficult, can you give us sometimes the reason why?
Not feeling like I'm being listened to, not trying to get my point across if it's a little argument or whatever. Just wanting to be heard.
So you become difficult so that you can be heard.
No, I'm not saying I become difficult so I can be heard. I'm saying I become frustrated if
So you can be heard.
for lack of communication is frustrating for me.
Okay, so you become frustrated to be heard, or you became frustrated because he didn't hear you?
Both.
Shout out to Big Laro in the building. What's going on, family? This is the relationship show tonight. We live on YouTube at Street Tactics Media. You're more than welcome to come join with us. Okay.
Can I ask you a question, Crete?
Sure.
Can you be difficult?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And my cousin know this. Yes. I'm very easygoing.
A teddy bear right now.
Why are you hugging a teddy bear?
Too.
No, look, I know I can be difficult. I know that, but I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm doing it out of logic. I'm doing it. If I'm going to become difficult, apparently I was moved to be difficult. It's either I'm going to walk away, or I'm going to straighten the situation up. Sometimes you can't straighten the situation up all the time, so you need to walk away.
True.
It's
Very
either
true.
you're gonna walk away for a little break or you're gonna walk away forever. The worst thing a man could do in this day and time right now is to deal with a difficult woman.
Amen.
He can go to
So
jail.
what do you consider difficult?
You saying me being difficult or the woman?
No, I said what do you consider a difficult woman?
One,
A bunch of a bunch of a bunch of unnecessary questions that lead to nothing.
Okay.
so here's my thing.
Whatever
I'm
shit
trying
me,
to get
Like me,
whatever shit me.
I'm one of these people that when I leave out in the morning, I have a plan for the whole day. Right? My plan is the one that provides for all of us. I need to stick to my plan. But a lot of times, especially when you have a mate or whatever, she likes to throw a wrench in your plan.
Okay. How's that?
Throw a wrench in your plan. Either you're going to break or you're going to stay straight and keep your plan going. That's when I become difficult, when they try to throw a wrench in my plan.
Okay. Like what kind of wrench? Like, hey baby, can we go shopping instead of
That also just starting something for no reason. You see what I'm
Miss
saying?
Leslie,
Here's one.
Miss Leslie,
Yeah.
right there when you
Yes.
just asked him, that was being difficult. When you just asked him what kind of wrench in his plans, it doesn't matter. That was being difficult.
Well, maybe no, I'm trying to gain knowledge. I just want to trying to learn.
Yeah, well,
But I
he
can
he 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 yeah, I know. He already may have he already may throw a wrench in his. Somebody else can throw a wrench in his plans. But like I said before, all the unnecessary questions that lead to nothing. That right there within itself is being difficult. Like Crete said, Crete is thinking about infrastructure. He's thinking about security. He's thinking about financial security. He's thinking about all that stuff. He's thinking about a household that could collapse at any time. So his mate, his wife, she really doesn't need to question him about much of what he's doing, because she should, by the time they're married, all questions should be answered. Only question should be, what time do I need to have dinner ready? What time are we going out? Those questions. Not what are you doing, who you going with, where it's at, or why you didn't call me. That's the difficulty.
Right. And
Okay,
a lot of
so
times you got to go back
I'm
to the
sorry.
old saying, go with the flow.
Oh, never mind.
Because I mean, especially nowadays, I mean, unless like usually a man has a plan, and a lot of times his mate is a part of it. She has her role already, her duties as a woman. And then if he offers her a little something that she got to do, just do it. Because usually it isn't as hard as what he has to do. I know y'all women want to say, oh, if you was paying me, I'm getting paid $100,000. Y'all job is important. Just like we were just reading. I never want to disrespect or whatever what y'all have to do as women. I mean, it's a lot. It really is. But that's what that position helpmate comes in. Helpmate. Nate from Upstate said, it's not your job to fix anyone. Live and let God. Bye, Felicia. So yeah, sometimes you gotta, live and let God handle it. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of times, some people get into their emotions so bad, and it just get so bad. The whole thing just it turns away. But let's go on to the next thing here. And like I said, thick skin tonight, thick skin. This is why are black men critical of black women? Have you ever experienced this, Shimmy? And actually, all of y'all in the comment section as well. Let's be honest. Sometimes some women will side with their other fellow woman, even if the situation is wrong, even if they're wrong. Y'all ever sided with a friend and she was wrong, but for the sake of her being a woman just like you, we got to stick together. You ever had that happen, cuz?
I mean, it depends on the situation, but more than likely, no. I don't do that just for show because of that. If you wrong, you wrong. And I don't mind telling people they wrong. I've had girlfriends that they could be arguing with their husband while I'm on the phone. And I'm like, girl, you know you wrong. You know. But they want me to, well, why you say that? Now, give them the logical reason. Yeah, oh, girl, because he get on my nerves. Just to be difficult, as we say. But I don't side with you just because whoever. Sometimes my mother is wrong against my father. I tell her she may not want to hear it, but it is what it is.
I think sometimes that's a tool that's embedded in women sometimes.
What?
The fact that to be, if you're wrong, still say you're right.
Yeah.
Or hey, let's be difficult.
Yeah. If I get caught, it's still a no. I ain't do it.
Wasn't me, right? Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Let's say if you had the guy that's been working out for you, he was the guy you've been looking for. Are you still going to have those same features about yourself?
What kind of features?
Willing to be difficult and willing to defend yourself even if you're wrong?
No, I'm not like that. Most of the time, I guess 50 was an epiphany. I've changed a lot as far as my demeanor and the things I care about and the stuff that I don't can roll off a duck's back. Mm-hmm. It's too much work with people. I don't feel like it. In any workplace, any personal, I don't feel like it. Like, I have people I don't deal with, but I deal with because on a professional manner. On a personal manner, I just leave you alone. I don't have to deal with you if I don't want to, and I won't. And that's fine too. And that is best place that I've learned that so I can have more peace for me. Ain't about nobody else's peace. It's peace for me. Me going back and forth with people, or me trying to make you step up to be a man, to teach you how to date me or be in a relationship. I ain't finna do that. Just like you, I observe the man and things he like, want, and don't like. I expect the same of you. I shouldn't have to tell you. I'm not going to be talking to you on the phone. We need to be doing things. We need to, progress. Where you going with this? Because I don't have to be with somebody at this point. I have my own. But if we're going to rock together, what are we rocking together for? You see what I'm saying? I don't have to rock with nobody. To be single is a choice, and be with somebody is a choice. But if it's going to be of the foolery, I'll take my naps. I ain't got time. It's best that I take naps so I can be a little bit more pleasant, because I don't have time to waste anymore on nothing. Whether it's work, school, people. If my parents get on my nerves good enough, I'd be like, all right, I'm going to call y'all back later. I go take me in that, mind my business. People have to learn. You don't have to put up with people's foolishness if you don't want to. But some people got to be in that relationship. They got to be with their family members. Listen, if I don't feel like dealing with Crete foolishness, I ain't finna come on here. No, I'm not. Y'all lucky I was off today.
Stuff for my friend.
I was off today. That's why I'm on here. But you got to learn what you're going to deal with and what you're going to tolerate. Don't wait. You're 30-something, Miss Marissa. Don't wait till you're our age to start cutting people. Cut them early. Get it out the way. Let them know what you're going to accept, what you're not going to accept. Because even at work, they know my boundaries at work. Don't even come this way with no foolery, because I'm going to look at you over my glasses. While you standing in my doorway of my office, you already I don't have to say nothing. I'm gonna give you why you asking me that dumbass question though. Or you know better. Why you asking me that? You about to waste my breath.
Hmm.
But you already know.
So, do y'all play difficult at work?
It depends, especially if I don't like you. Okay. I don't care about people, but like stuff that you do that I know is asinine. Now you don't know what that word means, look it up.
Okay.
Because some people, I don't like how people treat other people, so I watch how people treat people. So if I know you one of the people that ain't treat people right, I'm gonna get you for the person that you didn't treat right. I'm gonna get you.
Nate from Upstate said, "All about good communication. That's all." Um, you know, for me, I'm always looking for good communication from the beginning, as much as possible. But a lot of times it don't turn out that way, and then you have to exercise patience. Like I have to work on myself a lot more these days, and I'm going to continue to do that. Miss Christina said, "We getting too old for problems in relationships or friendships."
I don't know who we is. I'm already there. We ain't getting. I'm already there.
My
I
my
can,
my, my cousin, a
listen.
half 100 plus one.
Listen, you gonna waste your time caring about people's stuff. Do they care about their own stuff? Oh, I can't pay my rent, my bills, my husband, my man, my this, my that. And you sitting there like, I could be watching Good Times. This is bringing down my energy for the day. I could be drinking me a Pepsi, y'all. I could be doing something more constructive in my own life than listening to your shenanigans. If I ain't getting paid per hour to deal with you, I don't want to hear no more. Because most of the time, you already know the answer. You already know the answer. You just want me to say if it's good, bad, or you're a dumbass. That's what they do.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
They're right.
All right, so look, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Like the last show, you like just beating like DJ X Hill is like he was saying last time we was on the show. He was like you beating the horse or something. I don't remember what he said, but between me and my loved one,
Yeah,
you know,
that ain't even no horse no more. That thing
I
we
know,
call
right?
it dead. Baltimore, we said dead and stinking. That thing dead and stinking like a Lincoln, honey. Let that go. And
I
sometimes
did.
and you and I like you because you're humble about it. The other person not humble about it. So that's why I got rile on him because stop talking about it.
Right.
Stop talking about move on. But it was like keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. But did never want to hear the other party or have no been, some people don't bend. If you don't bend, then don't deal with me at all.
And if you can't grow from this show, then there's a problem. Because the brain trust on this show is remarkable. I don't understand why the fact that we still have some people asking silly questions and still holding on to things that they should be able to say, well, Crete said that, and Sweet Mama said that, and Shimmy said that, and Excel said that. There's a lot of seasoned wisdom on this show that you're not going to get from other shows. This show is unscripted. It is right off the top of the dome. So it's like when y'all be going back and forth on the show, like Sweet Mama said, y'all just trying to get that. Well, not some of y'all, just trying to get that. And I don't know that them lights up, and it's like you can grow from this show so much. It's because we're all from different walks of life. Crete had the perfect upbringing. Sweet Mama had a perfect upbringing. I didn't have a perfect upbringing, but we still all have something to bring to the table. And that whole situation with you and her, you guys should be sitting together side by side, cool by now. I mean, it should be over and done with. Y'all should be cool by now. And creep back to your question about the women being difficult. I tell any woman I'm dating, don't let your friends, co-workers, or families tell you how to treat me. Because when they start telling you how to treat me, there will be no me.
It's over.
But I understand where y'all coming from, and I understand where y'all coming from. The only reason I'm not, the reason I came on this show because she told me about the show, and then I'm learning, from people older than me. You know what I'm saying? And y'all keep it real with me to let it go. I've been left it alone years ago, so I've been left it alone. I'm just trying to be a bigger person and just say what I had to say and whatever what I had to say. But
One question.
what it is now. But I'm not
One
tripping off that
question.
no more because I'm here in a peaceful environment and I have a peaceful environment in my mind and my soul and my body. So I'm not, I gave it to God about that.
Okay, one question. One real quick question. Have you left him alone?
Yes.
We'll see.
I don't talk to him at all. I don't talk to him at all.
Leave
I don't
him
talk to him.
alone, okay?
I don't talk to him at all.
Now remember,
You
we have to have thick skin, right? Here's the next thing. Why do white men say they don't find black women attractive, but black men tend to find white women attractive?
I'm ready for that one. Yes, Lord. I'm ready for this one. Ooh, I can't wait till my turn, Crete.
It's your turn. Take you understand me.
I can wait. I'm gonna be the headliner, the centerpiece. Y'all go ahead. I wait. Crete, you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, all right. So we get some clarity and we get some context about this. All my schools growing up were mixed. So I grew up with in the Jewish. I had the Jewish community, um, Indians. All my schools were mixed. So I grew up with, and I was in the military. So I was around all different races my entire life. And I only remember maybe two white guys that would hang out with us, the brothers, and only one of them would be interested in a black girl. For the most part, even those guys in the military, the white guys in the military, when we went to Africa, they went straight to the bar and they might have came up on a black woman for that one night and that was it. But as far as all my white friends that I have, they don't mess with no sister because there's a conscience. There's a conscience along with the reputation of the sister. So those two operating things right there, they hold true when it comes to dating a black woman. The conscience of the conscience, as far as the slavery, the as far as the slavery, the raping and taking the child and the molestation and all that took place. So they know the history just better than we do.
You saying
And
you
then
the white man would
the
be
white man.
would be okay. So
Yes,
you said that he's thinking about these things, but when he's thinking about them, is he thinking about them as he like that he gets off on them, or he's looking at it like, oh, I don't want to deal with her because this happened in history?
that he's thinking about him. He don't want to deal because of the history, and it's the history and the black women known for being aggressive. See, here's the thing: you gotta look at it. Let's keep it 100. If a black man having a hard time with a black woman, what the hell make you think a white man gonna have an easier time with the black woman? Unless he got the money to afford to let her cut up. So the white man is looking like, okay, if Tyrone can't handle her and deal with her, and me and Tyrone make the same amount of money around the same pay grade, what can I tell her? how can I relate to her? So it's already that different level, but that different level right there. You got some relationships that may have started from work with the white man and the black woman. That's easy because there's a comfort zone there. There's a relationship by default. They're co-workers or whatever, so they get to know one another. Happy hour or whatever. But when the black man wants to date the white woman, he's already saying, okay, I don't know if she comes from money, but I do know the nature for the most part. Now, white women do have this stigma of killing their husbands once they marry them. Black women ain't gonna kill them physically. Black women ain't gonna kill them physically, but they're damn sure make them have a stroke. But a black man look at a white woman like, okay, she's more docile, a little bit more cordial for the most part. She's gonna empathize with the slavery thing. So the slavery thing comes in the hand on both sides. It does.
Well, thank you there, Shimmy. Now here's the other thing about that, right? Hold on one second. The thing about that is this. Now the question was, and remember thick skin tonight. Why do white men say they don't find black women attractive, but black men tend to find white women attractive?
I think that the first question is, I think black women keep more drama, and then white women keep less drama.
Who the hell told you that?
Amen.
I'm just saying.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Well, here's my thing. That very well could be said, right? Tommy can't hang with Tamika. Tamika will drive that man up the wall. I'm gonna tell you that right now. However, I have seen when some black women get with white guys, they act even nicer.
Mm-hmm.
Eat them up. Eat them up.
Holding hands, got the hands swinging and all of those stuff. It's like she in a whole nother world.
Mm-hmm.
He can't do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
So that's one situation right there, you know, and some white men aren't willing to take the risk to either try to mold her to be that way, or he's not wanting to take the risk because he said, look, I ain't got time. I don't have time for this in the beginning. See, they used to, let me ask you this, Miss Leslie. Did your ex, was he kind of bossy to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you think that same guy that was bossy to you can turn over and be bossy towards a black woman?
No.
Amen.
And that's
I
why.
think so.
That's one big reason why.
think probably, yeah, I think probably black women that are with white men wear the pants in that relationship.
You said, say that again?
The woman, if it's an interracial couple, the woman's black and the guy's white, she is wearing the pants in the family or in the relationship.
And it's funny you say this because my cousin, she be checking everything. So I know she heard about this or seen this. Did you see the girl who, I think she has a YouTube channel. They moved to, can't even remember where they moved, but it was a bald, he was a white guy with a bald head.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now you heard what Miss Leslie just said, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you heard what ended up being, she was trying to act like she was with her zaddy, right? And that he was taking care of her and doing all this, that, and the third. But then when she got mad, she revealed the truth. That this is my car. I'm the one who paid for all of this. I'm the one who got us here. You ain't doing nothing. So what you just said was true, Miss Leslie. And that's one reason that a lot of white men don't want to take that risk.
So go back to your original statement. You said, Crete, you said white men don't find black women attractive. I think they find them attractive, but they
do.
Oh, they do. They
don't find them attractive, but I know that they do.
Oh, yeah. They find them highly attractive. It's just one, they don't want to be embarrassed to say they want with a black woman. Or, the stereotype is white men don't have big penises and black women, they always think we want the horse off the trail. They don't feel like they're going to be comfortable around the black woman's family. What conversation would they have with their family? So it goes beyond the woman. They start looking down the family lineage. What kind of black woman, is it? They're not going to go to, peanut gallery in the projects. They're going to look for a woman top level. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time. That's what they want. They'll go for that.
You're talking about the white guy would want the top
who
shelf.
Has something to lose. Now, we ain't talking about Joe Blow with the pickup at the bar. We talk about a businessman with something to lose, i.e., even though I don't consider her black, i.e., y'all vice president and her husband. He wasn't getting no regular. She ain't no regular. She not black. She classified as other. What
is
Indian?
That what she put on her? Is that what she put on her?
Listen, you don't think she put that on it? Of all schools that woman went to, why would she go to Howard U? Howard U is one of the greatest HBCUs out here because when she checked that, she got scholarship money. If you're going to join a sorority, you join AKA, the one who only took the light-skinned ones back in the day. Now, I don't know what they're doing now. I'm in a different, Greek organization, but back then she was the right complexion and right hair strength. She ain't no young chick. She older than we are. Back in the day, they ain't had nobody Miss Marissa color. If it was very far and few, and everybody else was a little bit down. But now at the HBCU, very few and far between.
Right. Now, shout out to everyone that's on TikTok at the moment. Thank you for stopping through. We're trying to build up the TikTok over here, but we have the real show here on YouTube at Street Tactics Media. If you guys want to join in and be a part of the show, or you can leave comments here on TikTok as well. So, cuz the fact that her father was black, I know he was Jamaican.
He's Jamaican. That's not black. That's black in the world, but that's not really black because they have a totally different. People in the Caribbean have a totally different outlook on American blacks. So no,
that's true, but not all of them.
No, not all of them. But I'm saying they have different, aspects of what they think about African American people. We lazy.
Right. So my thing is that what we're talking about right now, like I said, I agree with all of that. You know what I'm saying? So a white guy know how to choose, what he needs to fit for his situation at the moment. So again, why do white men say they don't find black women attractive, but black men tend to find white women attractive? Why do you think?
So for the white, we know they're attracted to black women, but they don't want all the stuff that come with being with a black woman. You got to justify, why did you pick Bonquisha? Why did you pick her if you're going to pick a black woman? On the other side with black men. For black men, if y'all want to go back to slavery, it was taboo to be with a white woman. Some men, I know dated white, black men, dated white, they're more gullible, they're more meek, they're going to get over on the white girls more so often. And then remember, back in the day, years ago, they would turn to white women because black women wouldn't do certain things sexually, but they know a white girl would.
All right, so look, I like how you flipped the psychology of that whole thing.
You're welcome.
Yeah, she flipped the hell out of that.
Yeah,
she flipped the hell out of that.
See, that's the stuff they did a long time ago. So here's my thing, cuz now you saying that white women, black women won't do what white women would do, right?
Y'all know that. Y'all old
Well,
enough
step
to
your
know
game up.
Hey, Crete.
Can I
Yeah,
say
What?
something?
Hey,
Can you hear
hey,
me?
Crete. Can I say something?
go ahead.
What about the white women that are so in love with the black men? So it makes it easier for black men to date white women. A lot of times y'all thinking black men out here,
Amen.
a lot of times y'all think black men out here hunting down white women. We ain't out here hunting down white women. You got them in lovers who make it so easy for us, who are so pleasant, they're pretty much hunting us down. So that chemistry already has arrived from the beginning.
that.
Trust and believe. You ask a man, you ask a black man, would he rather have Holly Berry or Julia Roberts? Guess if Julia Roberts is coming to him and smiling and giggling and nice and all that, making it easy for him, and she want that Idris Elba, that Wesley Snipes. That's one reason why black men can go there quicker. It's not like we get up early in the morning and be at the Waffle House and go look for Susie at the Waffle House. They just make it easy for us.
You're right. Because they're
Uh,
easier. They're going to
Can I
easier
say
dive
something?
into it.
so
Black
Miss
women might
Christina
take
said,
some time.
I agree, Shimmy. Miss
Mhm.
Christina, and Miss Christina is.
White.
Oh,
But if
go
you're going
ahead,
to
Miss.
get one of quality. Go ahead, Miss Leslie.
I don't think you can hear me. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
can
can
hear
hear you.
you.
From my experience, I think that white men are more selfish and they like to be able to control the the woman, and they can do that easier with a white woman, I think.
What you got to say now, cuz?
Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter on
But
either side. I still see them as being more easier to control in any situation, whether it's black, white, whatever.
white women,
They're going to be more. I don't want to use that word because people are using it too much on the internet. They're going to be more in place and not more argument. They're going to go with the flow of it.
Who?
White women, black women, we're going to question. We're going to question. We're going to take some
Well,
time. We might be a little bit more difficult, but oh yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. Remember, we in the South, I'm in certain situations, and I'll just be like, oh, okay, you're a little bit too fast on that answer. Me, I got to think about and contemplate it because I got to see all sides of the situation.
you know what's another reason why that happens, cuz? Because what we've been through. Last time they asked questions, they was on a cruise.
So
Right on
y'all
over
like
to
y'all
America.
women not asking questions. So Becky won't ask you, oh, so Crete, you going out to do this, that, and the third. Okay. You like that. Instead of a woman's like, well, you sure that's
I
a
love
good
it. I love it.
well, you going on like that.
Anyway,
so you,
last
you're
time
just
they
gonna go
didn't
do
ask.
your thing, and
Go ahead.
so you're just gonna go do your thing, and then your wife needs to be at home waiting for you with dinner.
Yep.
Yep.
Say the amen, Shammy.
Amen.
Amen.
No, but look, here's my thing. Some guys, you need to be watching that, especially if he going doing all this work and ain't bringing home no money.
Yes, you got that right.
If he can't justify the reason why he's out, whatever, like that's a simple thing. DJ XL said it's that sense of danger. And see, that's what I was talking about. It's fear. We are programmed with fear, right? Like I said, the last time we didn't ask questions, we were on a cruise that we didn't ask for. Straight to America. So we gonna ask questions. Showing up. So I'm not gonna blame you for that, cuz you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just the difference. But a lot of times men, you just gotta make sure you deal with somebody that's actually producing something. If he's leaving, sometimes you do get frustrated. Like, I don't want to say I get frustrated, but sometimes I ain't got time for all the questions. Because
and remember,
go do what I need to do. Go ahead. Do it.
well, and remember, as a woman, that's who you chose. So with the selection that you made, you got to live with it, and you got to trust him. You chose him out of all the men that tried to holler, out of all the men you could have courted, or you could have, picture what. You chose that man, so why be difficult in the middle of a relationship and question them and be difficult? That's who you chose to be with.
I don't agree with the woman choosing. I think men choose women.
No, women choose men. Men decide if they're gonna get married.
Well, not even married, just be in a relationship. Period.
Women choose. Women choose if they want to be in a relationship.
You might got 3 other choices. I may choose you, but you may not necessarily choose me. You sniggling, you know I'm right, Shimmy. You know what's going on out here. I'm just there because I'm there, but I'm not really choosing you, but you still around. Till the man makes the final decision.
Men decide.
Yep.
See, y'all decide what happens as far as intimacy and all that stuff, because man can't go around taking it. I know they do, but that's not right. But
are we in caveman?
No, I'm just saying that's unfortunately what happens. But we were here first. Man was put on earth, and then he was gifted with a helpmeet. Is that okay, cuz?
I guess.
I
mean,
I'm being difficult.
Who he should cherish.
Yeah.
Good luck with the cherish.
Yeah. As long as you do as I say.
Bottom line, with the part that says, but black men tend to find white women attractive. Sometimes it's not about, a lot of times it's not about looks. It's not about certain things, whatever. It's about sometimes, and this is not all white women. Peace.
Get over. In quotation, to get over down.
It's not get over. That's what y'all want to say. Y'all sound just like the white man that say you're an in lover.
Yep.
Every time when somebody wants over here, y'all got something to say about over there.
But you know what, Crete? But you know what, Crete? When I see that, I don't say, "Oh wow, he would," a white man with a black woman or a black guy with a white woman. Okay, that's what you choose.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
And I guess a lot of women will be offended. I'm like, sometimes, Miss, listen, you better listen. She may not be a whole lot. That's on them. I don't care. Like, oh, you ain't made a black man. Oh, okay.
Sweet mama, do you ever wonder the reason why he chose her?
No.
Okay, then.
Okay, let me tell you why. I guess because I see so many stereotypes like, okay, if you're an extremely fit man, why are you with a fat woman? No. That's what some people can say. He, work out at the gym 5 days a week, good nutrition. He might have a pink shirt with his arms out, hot pink or whatever kind of pink this is, and he was a big fat man. Like they opposites. But I don't ask because maybe she got the bomb dignity. I don't know. I don't ask no more because people like what they like and do what they do. You got something to say, Crete? What your hot pink shirt on?
You see how? You see how? Do you? Let me tell y'all something. Usually, I don't deal with disrespectful women.
Hmm.
But I've been letting my cousin slide since we was kids.
You don't let me slide. Trust me. I gotta get it in where I can.
All right, cuz I'll get you back.
Yeah, I know.
So anyway,
No, I think that I can I say something?
sure, go ahead.
Or you want to go? I think that if you take care of, your mate and they take care of you, then everything falls into place.
Well, that's how it's supposed
I
to
mean, of
be.
course, yeah.
Oh, you was gonna finish say something?
No, that's all. I
Okay.
mean, I'm just saying everything should fall into place.
Yeah, it should fall in
I
place,
know.
but mentally, people don't get in relationship just because, oh, I want to take care of that white woman. I want to take care of that white man. People usually typically have motives behind who they pick. Typically. Don't think people don't do their research. Oh, Brad works here. Oh, I heard he's single. His wife just died. Let me try to move up on Brad. He might need some comfort food. I know he left her a big insurance policy, and he got these little kids he still need to raise. Let me get on the train before another woman slide in. Don't think it's it ain't a motive. It's, oh, I just fell in love with this white woman. She's walking towards me and I see her and I just fell in love with her. Typically, that's not how no black men see that. Trust me. They still looking at a sister somewhere, peekaboo.
Because you just put a lot of energy into that. Now, almost sound like a movie. I can almost visualize everything that you were saying. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, you was just up into that a little bit too much.
Listen.
Them Lifetime movies.
That's what it
I
is.
definitely don't watch those. God no.
So
that worked my nerves. I can't watch them. They fake. Everybody's in love at the end, or they alive at the end. No, I'm good.
On what? What are you talking about?
Lifetime movies.
Lifetime
On
movies.
what?
So
Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
So now let's go here. Why are black women so money centric when it comes to romantic relationship? If I'm lying, go ahead.
I'm not money centric because I do kick my money out when I'm dealing with you. Even a friend go out, I may pull the card or whatever. Or, he said, no, I got it. I'm like, I'll at least leave a tip or whatever. I think that's a few women. I think you have a lot of generous women that do things. That's the part of the black woman they put on us to make us look negative. I think we're some of the most thoughtful people around. Like when I have my staff, when I come in, well, depending on where I'm at, I always bring my staff treats. I cook food. Like certain people that I know, I just made some spaghetti pasta salad and I made some salmon cakes. Everybody got that. I do little stuff like that. Or I'll say, hey, I'm gonna treat y'all to this seafood place up the street. As long as y'all go pick it up. Once I move my car, I move my car to go home. I ain't coming back and forth. But you got to do some things. I don't see that a lot of times in the profession. They're not generous like that or thoughtful. Very few and far between. But I do have some co-workers that are not black who are white that, when I left jobs or whatever, they gave me nice gifts or whatever. And I do the same. Or they go to a convention, they bring me something back, a little bag, whatever. And I do the same. You think about people who's thoughtful for you. And I think a lot of people just into themselves, but I don't think we're necessarily, that's the social media people y'all see. Oh, he got to have 6 figures, drive a Benz, had this type of house. And the girls are mostly broke and they got 3 and 4 kids by different people. That's the fantasy world they live in. That's not reality. That's not.
I've seen where there was an OnlyFans girl. She on that, like she living this glamorous life and everything's just all good. And they just busted her for shoplifting in Walmart.
All right, there you go. It's a
mean,
facade because
yes.
you want to say I'm a black woman, right?
Mhm.
And I'm on social media. Say I'm looking for a man make 100,000. Say I'm of the poor nature and my family are poor, or we come from the hood, whatever you want to classify. But I want to look like I'm better than everybody else in my family or my neighborhood because now I got this 6-figure dude. We got the nice cars and he taking me to Bali and he's doing these different things. It's all about showing that you're better than somebody else. Instead of doing it, won't you get your own 6 figures? You know what I'm saying? Do good for yourself. Show that you progress on your own and then you help somebody else on the tips of how to be better yourself, not trying to take it off that man's wallet. That's how I feel.
Okay. I mean, that's how it should be. Should be
Absolutely.
that way. It's nothing greater, and I'm saying that as a figure of speech at the moment, but to have a woman that is very thoughtful about you, that's willing to go and do things for you, and a lot of times won't even tell you, and she just do it. That's the kind of woman to have because
Absolutely.
she's looking out for your best interest at heart.
Yep.
Uh,
Absolutely.
Selfish
a
woman
lot
that
of
always wants something for herself, get rid of her. Same thing for a guy. Same, get rid of him. Go ahead, Shimmy.
uh, a lot of times I think this is only shimmy. I think the reason why the black woman may be so, because what Sweet Mama said is so on. She hit the nail on the head. Because like I said, I've had sugar mamas, so I've seen black women, they spin the wind. But a lot of that, you got that segment of the population that's so money centric when it comes to dating a black man, is because she don't want to feel like she would leave without something. The ones that are money centric, I'm dating him, and if he cheats on me, at least he paid my rent, or at least he bought me a car, or at least he did this if he cheated on me. They don't want to feel like they lost something
Mm-hmm.
out of the deal. You know what I'm saying? They got used, or he's just, so he's got to have that money for us to even start talking. I need to see the papers. I need to see the check stubs, the bank account. I need to see all that. I need to see the 6 figures. That way, when I deal with him and he still do what he want to do outside of us, I ain't losing because I'm getting something out the deal.
Yep, absolutely. And a friend of mine was just telling me that about one of his neighbors, him and his girlfriend neighbor. The husband was cheating on the wife with side chick and was telling the side chick that the reason why he out here in them streets is because his wife is going through menopause and she's not feeling very sexual. Her libido is low. So she's not feeling sexual. Okay, well, things you can fix that. So the wife found out because the side chick rolled up on the wife and told her what the husband was doing, why he said it. And she was very hurt because that's a natural part of life. If you live long enough, you might have some male issues and you might have some female issues, but that doesn't go out for you to go out here. But I guess the bad part about it was the wife felt so embarrassed because he told her personal business to the side chick. Because that is a traumatic thing people go through, menopause and perimenopause and things like that. You know what? The compensation she got, Crete,
What was that?
she overlooked that. And guess what she said? Well, at least I got this. He out here cheating. A pool in the backyard.
That
So
is
the risk
that.
of him possibly giving you a STD, leaving you, or getting another woman continue on is a pool. I was like, I'm gonna hear no more of this story. I said, these people, what they black or white?
Well, at least I got the pool.
A pool.
I can only hear that conversation.
It
I
was
mean,
the
that's extreme.
dumbest thing. A pool. You can't take it with you if you roll now. Now at least I drive off in my Maserati or something. But you talking about a pool? Oh, I said, oh my God, please. This is some time. But it's stupid. But that's exactly what Shim said. They gotta feels like they're gonna take something with them, but the man is not as financially positive or have more
Stable.
money than a woman, she might wind up owing him money. You know what I'm saying? Or might not get anything at all. Let's say they equaled out. Let's say they got children, then she won't get any money. So you're right with that. She's not gonna date a man broke it. But that's some women. Some
You
of us
wanna
don't feel like that.
you wanna read Excel's comment?
So what about the women that do that when the man has ED? Well, it's whatever. It's the same thing. It's no different. Just switch the roles. I ain't gonna say, well, I'm out here screwing because my husband got ED. If you choose to tell that, then that's on you. Why do you have to put that out there in order for you to get a piece of tail either way? Just get it and go. Well, why you out here cheating? Because I feel like it. Just because I want you. Just say that. Don't say I want my husband. You say I want you, and that's what I want. You ain't got to go out and go into details. And if they need an excuse to be a side nigga, a side man or side woman, then they just as dumb as what you put your thing up in. Why you gotta ask questions why you cheat? Just hey.
What's understood don't need to be explained.
Right, you gonna go with it either way. So why you need to know the purpose? He could be lying. Oh, my wife got me in the park. She could be perfectly fine, but she got menopause. She not giving me nothing. Let me give you all the whatever you can stand. Get out of here. You want to justify your cheating with a married person? Get out of here.
Let me ask you this: why are black women? I'm sorry. Why are white women dating black men more than ever?
Ask the white one.
Oh, I can tell you that. Yeah.
Hold on, Shimmy. Miss Leslie, you go first.
My experience is black men are more attentive and I don't know. I just prefer to date black men now. But
And next, I'm gonna give you.
I don't know. It's just a preference.
Go ahead, Shimmy.
Well, being in America now, that the economy doesn't discriminate, so the struggle is real. So you might as well get in there with it. That's why they've always been attracted to black men. It's like, hey, I'm struggling too. My 401k, my trust fund may not be there. I've already been wanting me a black man. I might well get in the struggle too. That's what it is. That's why the white women are like, hey, I'm going to be ostracized no matter what, whether I'm with a black man or I don't have the money. So I might well do what I want to do with who I want to do it with.
So what if Bob from marketing say, don't you better not do that? You're going to be tainted.
Her body, her choice. Now, unless she's threatened to be, unless she's been threatened to be kicked out of the wheel or to be taken up in the mountains and hung up, she gonna do what she want to do. The struggle is real now for everybody. Anybody that's living in America on this earth now, the struggle is hitting everybody. It is. People aren't making it. Even the rich are finding themselves breaking even. So you got white girls out there like, I mean, I don't know what tomorrow may bring. Jobs are not promised. I've been wanting to date a black guy anyway. What can my father say? He doesn't want me to date a black guy. He's not going to take care of me the rest of my life. I might as well do what I want with who I want to do it with while I'm here now.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay if I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Miss Lovely.
I think that now I lost my train of thought.
Yes, that 50 plus. Okay.
I'll be 55 in a few months. Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
Double nickels. I know what I was going to say. I have experienced racism on the other side. I had a black friend, and they didn't want their child to be hanging out with a white person. And I think it's because you kind of have to protect yourself. You know, you want to protect your loved ones from the unknown. They didn't know me at that time. Once they got to know me, they knew that I wasn't, you know, racist or anything. But I can see where a person of different ethnicities would want to do that or
Do,
feel that way.
do you think it's just because of racism, or they might have felt with an unspoken tone that you may influence that black person to do anything? Because white women are known, or white people, to do some wild stuff.
Really?
Absolutely.
Um,
Say that again, cuz.
so
Like
Yeah.
you know
so
how
would
they
you,
might say, well, if you get with you friends with a white person, you might just do stuff. You're ostracized by black people, like, you know, certain things were different. Like, okay, think about how they used to portray the movie Animal House. White
Mm-hmm.
kids on the couch always binge drinking. Or you might gonna do something dangerous,
mhm,
like jump in the creek. You know, we not known for stuff like that. Or you're gonna go to uncharted territory, or you know, things like that.
Yeah. There's
mhm,
a rap concert and a rock concert.
Hmm. Like white people are more adventurous of
yeah,
taking risk on certain things. Now we'll go in the hood to get a chicken box down certain place, but we're not gonna go. What's that, bungee cord and certain places we're not gonna go to.
Bungee jumping.
Yeah, or climbing Mount Everest and stuff like that. Cause we not doing all that. That's typically not of us. You know, so it's certain things that they say that you may go to the
mhm,
wild side. You know, so it goes both ways. Or they might not
yeah.
want the
I get
white person having
bungee
the black
jumping.
person because you're gonna start listening to rap music. You're gonna be on the Brutally Honest rap show. You're gonna be eating chicken and watermelon. You know, some of the stereotypes we've heard for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Now, hold on, let me get it right here. So we're gonna be wrapping this up soon. Did y'all get a clear answer on why white women dating black men more than ever?
Because the struggle is real for everybody now.
Because
Their population now one of my little what do you call them people? Historic people, the white population is dying out, so that's why they're trying to procreate through the black man. And they always use the Kardashian women as an example because they mostly are, except for the little skinny one. What's her name? Courtney, whatever her name. She don't have any black children. All but that one went over. So they use them all because they, you know, want to procreate, and their biological clock is always ticking, and they don't produce healthy babies. So they go to the stallions and the black men. You see the white
The
girls,
Mandingo.
yeah, the white men, the white women going to the
it's true what
athletes,
they
and all
say.
that stuff. What they true? What is that, Ms. Leslie?
It's true
What
what they say.
about?
Once you go black, you never go back.
The Mandingo.
Mm, girl, what's the opposite of a mandingo? Because I done ran in some of them. They should have won to the other side.
5 minutes, cuz. Please, 5 minutes.
There ain't a whole bunch of mandingos out there. Trust me. If there is, they ain't on this side of the world.
Well, you, hey,
Boy,
look, sweet mama, how you used to ask me, where you be meeting your Mandingos at?
Well, in the broke down 50 and over club.
boy, I tell you. I don't know how she became to be my cousin.
On that sweet day, June, blah, 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 1973. It's a lot.
Oh, God.
It's a lot. I've learned that I don't like people as time go on. I just observe people more. You're like, you don't like these people. I got better stuff to do. I could be doing in house. It is very difficult, one, to find quality people to spend time with. Whether no, and it doesn't have to be sexual. It could be platonic, and just quality people to have decent conversations with. Because some people talk about dumb stuff. I'm not talking about going to the all white party. I'm not talking about going to this what you call happy hour thing. I'm talking about setting up my retirement. Talking about how I can move my money because my money looking funny. I need another raise. I need 4 jobs. You know what I'm saying? Quality conversation. The stuff I want to talk about, I don't want to talk about no more. So just moving in that fashion, I've moved away from certain people that I used to be friends with to my circle so small I can squint and there they go. Because I don't want to hear certain conversations anymore. Some people haven't grown up in their big old ripe age of 50 plus. Not talking about doing the same things I talked about years ago, but they still trying to buy skinny jeans and braids in the hair and gold teeth or whatever they want to do. I'm just trying to get me some Invisalign. What's them things called? Implants put in mine. They talking about still getting gold teeth. It be these conversations be wild, y'all. And it's hard. And I think because now, like I told y'all, I listen more to conversations with men. It's a lot of weak ass men out here. I'm tired of the whining, the bitching, and the complaining. I am. You financially not sound. So what you gonna do? You give up. You get bad attitudes. You become isolated. Don't be isolated. You need to be out here talking to some people so you can hustle up some money for yourself. You gotta get yourself well shaven, well prepared, and get out here and hustle. I don't want to hear all that damn crying. Well, my sag nerve hurt in the morning. I got to get up an extra hour early so I can warm my body up like a Buick. I got ailments and the knees is cracking. I don't want to hear no excuses, especially not from no man. I'm done with that life. I don't care who it is. Pick yourself up because it's too much. And then you talking about you out here trying to screw somebody. Wait a minute. You can't get your life together to pay your bills or pay your rent. And you living with people and people couches. And you out here looking for a woman. You better look for a damn job and a lottery ticket or something. I be tired. I'm like, I don't give a damn who it is. It's too much. We too old to still talking about that, how you make money. And then people mad with other people because they out here and they surviving. We just surviving like this. I'm keeping my head above water. I'm gonna sing good time thing to y'all in a minute. I paid my electric bill. You pay it off and damn if they don't send you a bill 2 days later.
Yeah, they be.
I'm like, damn, did the check even clear? Did the payment even clear? Damn, how you billing me for next month? I ain't even burnt that electric yet. You sent me a bill for September. How that work? I ain't even burnt it yet.
We gotta get an energy game, cuz.
I can listen. We should have been did that. The utility thing is ridiculous.
So it's always a blessing and enjoyable to meet up with you guys each and every week. I personally can't ask for more. How about you, cuz?
Y'all did a good show on Wednesday. Bless y'all hearts. Y'all did a good job. Bless y'all hearts.
We appreciate it.
Bless y'all hearts.
Yeah, we got on a little late. I know you can't believe it, but it's a little late, but we made it happen. So, What'd you say?
Night.
Oh, good night, Miss Leslie.
Good night,
We appreciate you always.
Night.
Yes, always appreciate you. We appreciate everyone who thank you, who came in and participated in the show. Shouts out to Miss Amelia for participating. Really appreciate it. Shout out to DJ XL. Shout out to Miss
Crete.
I was just going to say, cuz, please take over because
your eyes and you was yawning. We never seen you do that, so we're gonna get it going. Thank you, Miss Christina. Thank you, cousin Amber. Miss Marissa, who came on screen. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nate from Upstate on the other platform. Thank you, Miss Tasha Butler. Thank you. You said Miss Amelia. Let me get my eyes together.
Yummy Gummy.
I got to go back. Michael Mass. Let me say thank you, Yummy Gummy. She must have went to sleep. She was tired of y'all. Thank you, Tiff Trey. Hey, girl. I'm trying to go back fast as I can. I know y'all sleepies. Same people. Was brother-in-law on here today?
Yes.
Yep, brother-in-law. I see him at the very beginning. And hey, brother-in-law, and thank you all the others on Facebook platform. That's the only reason why I knew my cousin was on, because I don't be watching my email, sir, to know when y'all come on. I saw it on.
I keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
He's terrible, Shemmy. He's terrible. I had to go on Facebook. It's like, I wonder if they on. There you go. Hot pink shirt. Should have put mine on. But and also, what you say you doing TikTok tonight?
Yeah, TikTok. Everybody that came on through TikTok, thank you.
You did Instagram?
Yes. Thank
okay.
The Instagram people and Facebook.
Yeah, of course, Facebook. That's how some of us find out when the Street Tactics podcast or pod is on. So thank you all for coming in, and the folks will see you on. Yeah, I already got her.
Okay.
And
Tasha.
Street Tactics.
I'm sorry, cuz.
I got everybody. Thank you, DJ Shimmy, for coming in. Miss Marissa. Oh Lord, I hope she didn't fall asleep on us, Jesus. All we see is a wall. Right. She says it's too late for y'all. Y'all enjoy your Labor Day holiday weekend. Some of us had 4 days off. Some of y'all got 3. Some of y'all none. So,
I'm sorry,
make sure y'all enjoy your holiday. Get y'all some business so you can stay out of hours. Crete is obviously sleepy. That's why he's putting us up. But when we sleep, we got to stay on. So thank y'all so much. And you will see the Street Tactics crew on Wednesday.
Sir,
nobody does it better, huh?
Sir, where's your latte with triple shot espresso, sir?
You know what,
sir? I can't have the host. The monster drinks now, sir. I can't listen. I can't have the host dozing off at the steering wheel.
Nah, that's this. I was literally drinking this, truth be told.
Yeah.
Water.
Yeah.
So we did a shift 11 to 1. Y'all, good night. I gotta eat my chicken wing before I go to bed.
Me too. I gotta go cook me a steak.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh Lord.
It's steak and eggs, baby. Steak and eggs.
Why don't you go on to the Waffle House and get your check?
See, look at you. I might go. I'm telling you, if I had an AI car, I swear, or something, I'll be like, pull up, come get me. I'll go straight over to Waffle House, eat, and have it pull me right back over here.
They just built one not too far from my house. I said, I hope it ain't ghetto.
But I know it's not. Chick-fil-A robot over there, cuz?
No, because you know that's of the other Caucasian people area. So hopefully there's no fights and cheers being thrown to the cook while they trying to cook the stuff at that one. I peek at it. It's right near gas stations, of course. It's always near gas stations, some foolery. So I said, boy, y'all know how to pick them. You know, it's of the echelon area. So maybe it might be some decent food. I love the Cracker Barrel. I'm going to give me some painted. I just lost 15 pounds in 2 weeks, but I ain't supposed to be eating no pancakes, but I might have to sneak past the Cracker Barrel. Yeah. I got to get my knee done, so I got to lose a little smidgen of weights. Get my knees done. That's why I kept collecting for my knee fund. I ain't never get no money. Hey, what is that?
Hey, I'm trying to get.
It's a car. We can see that. What's that?
No. Hold on. The robot. See it drive now?
Oh, you said, I thought you meant in the car. Okay, yeah. Isn't that how the Domino's pizza was going for a while?
Yeah, them jokers be driving.
I don't want that.
Food.
So you hit my
they be
car,
all in the road.
Fall out. They hit my car, I'm gonna fall out. I'm gonna have another.
Nah, that thing's smart. I've been watching it. It be going down the street, you going around cars, everything. I'll be like, God, yeah.
I'll take over.
Pull up. It just. Yeah, they really are. Because you gotta remember, they just took the delivery guy's job.
Mm-hmm.
Like certain literally.
They might want to do this on the dangers. I don't know. But yep, y'all have a good weekend, good holiday weekend. Be safe. Make sure we see you back next week. Be safe. Don't do no fireworks and don't be eating everybody food to cook up because we don't want to hear that you had no food poisoning. Everybody you can't trust to cook. Have a good one. Enjoy and see y'all later.
And you know this, we're out.